All right, welcome back everybody. Today we are talking about Harmony One. Excited to dive in. We're going to do a little bit of chart analysis, some price predictions, and then talk about some recent bullish news that came out about Harmony One. So let's dive right in. First of all, just want to say this chart is extremely bullish. It has a very, very bullish structure. Ever since essentially, late June 22nd, we've seen this pretty consistent upward trend in the chart. Not to mention, in addition to that, we had this beautiful cup and handle consolidate from mid-May to, mid-September-ish. And we broke out of that cup and handle, saw this most recent all-time high that we wicked up to at about 38 cents up here. And now we're kind of falling back down and recently found a bit of a bottom. And as I'm speaking, we're hitting a critical level here of 20 cents, and we'll keep an eye on it as we move through the video. But now that we've kind of covered how we've gotten specifically to where we are, let's talk about what's been happening recently here. So first of all, over let's say the last few months, we have seen this bullish flag forming. So you can make the case here. You can also make the case for a falling wedge, but bullish flag right here is what that would look like. That you can make the case for a bullish flag there, and that typically obviously sends a bounce off the trend line back to the upside, which is what we saw here just in the last couple of days. And now we're kind of trading right at that 20-cent level right now. And you'll also notice that this was a bounce off of the 200-day EMA. We talk about that a lot, that this kind of tends to be that saving grace for a lot of these altcoins, is bouncing off the 200-day EMA and kind of finding some support along that. But kind of getting into where we could be headed here in the short term, I really think that we're going to see a kind of consolidation period here in the short term. I think in terms of where we need to be, if we pull up a fib extension right here really quickly, pulling this up, you're gonna see here that we're gonna meet another critical resistance level right here at about 23 cents. And I believe that we're gonna consolidate between where we're at right now and that fib line until we meet this trend line. And then once we meet this trend line, I think we're gonna see a ton of resistance. And, I think when we meet that, it's probably gonna be obviously somewhere between these two brackets. But I think we're gonna move to the upside, consolidate a little bit here sideways. You've seen that here in the chart before. And, once we hit that trend line over here, I really do believe that we could start seeing some more critical movement to the upside. So, given what I've been saying right here about this trend line, I think we need to be watching the 23 to 24 cent marker right here. I think that's going to be a critical level. I think short term, that's kind of the target we need to be looking for. A little bit more midterm, we're going to look for 32 cents. We're going to want to break above this level. I believe we're going to see some serious resistance at 32 cents. So as we consolidate here, we want to break above this trend line, sit on top of this fib, and then we'll likely consolidate a little bit more right before 30 cents before hopping up to 33 cents. So that's kind of what I'm seeing for the short term and for the movement. Typically, we don't see kind of that rapid breakout, like something like this right here. Usually we don't see that until you break out of the trend line of the bullish flag. So we haven't necessarily broken out of the flag, right? The flag gets penetrated, when the flag gets penetrated, that's when technically you trade the breakout and you confirm the run. And that's when you go ahead and try to chase this neckline right here at 33 cents. So that's why this trend line is so important, because it would confirm our bullish flag, tapping that and going past it. So definitely keep an eye out on, like I said, between 22 cents and 30 cents. Keep your eye on that. I think that's where we break the trend line. And once we do, we could get flying. So now I kind of want to talk more about long-term price predictions. So we got to be more realistic, right? So right here, back here, this was about a 53x. Did the math before the video to save us some time. From our low down here to the all-time high here was about 53x. From our low to our, so not our low, but from this area all the way up to this high, it was about, you know, give or take a 600 or so, and I'll run it again so you guys can see it. It was about, you know, a 7x or so. So we've run 7x from this low after hitting this high, and now we have kind of retraced back down, found some support after dropping another 70%. Healthy drop, right? I mean, we're seeing this across altcoins, especially because of the way Bitcoin and Ethereum have been acting, but I do believe it's a healthy drop for Harmony and the rest of the altcoins. But going back to what I was talking about, this was a 53x, right? I don't think we're going to be seeing that, you know, from here. A 53x from our most recent low back down here in June would put us, you know, up at around $2.80. You know, I don't think $2.80 is really reasonable this run. You know, I really think the mid to long-termish goal we need to look for is between $1. So right here is between $1 and $1.50 up here at the top of this fib. So I think, you know, between $1 and $1.50, you know, would essentially put us at a pretty conservative and reasonable price prediction if the bull run continues, if Bitcoin and Ethereum do what everyone thinks they're going to do in 2022. You know, a lot of the movement of these altcoins hinges on that, obviously. So, you know, we want to keep an eye out on Ethereum and Bitcoin. But I think, you know, long term, we need to be, you know, a little bit more conservative. Obviously, you know, we pumped 7x, right? So 7x is built in right here from this low to this high. So we need to consider that we've already done that, right? And obviously we've retraced, but we've kind of put this in and we've done that from that most recent low. So, you know, we need to be happy with maybe another 7x from where we're at, which puts us up near that dollar mark, right? So, you know, I think between a 5 and 7x, you know, somewhere between $1, $1.50, maybe right below $1 even, would be more of a conservative price prediction based on what we've seen in the charts. But that's what I'm seeing for some chart analysis and the price predictions. And now let's hop over to some recent news. So Harmony has been doing some really cool stuff in terms of putting together this fund for multiple DAOs. So they're going to fund 100 DAOs with $1 million each. And, you know, it's a project they've been working on for a little bit, and they're bringing in some pretty cool partners within DeFi, NFT, payments, a lot of different spaces. And most recently here, just yesterday, they posted their most recent partnership set, and just really impressive companies in this, impressive technology. And it's cool to see them expand their ecosystem in a really unique way to get more people involved, more devs, more projects involved, to expand the word of how good Harmony is. And this kind of just gives a general kind of visual to show where Harmony can play, right? Harmony is all about, you know, providing an infrastructure to these different Web3 and crypto industries and sectors. So they really focus on bringing infrastructure to the devs, to the platform, and to the apps that are being created. And so that service is applicable across a bunch of different areas within crypto and blockchain technology. So really cool to see, you know, just how much their technology can be used across the industry. And you might have seen this before on Twitter, but this kind of breaks down just how groundbreaking. The transaction costs and the transactions per second is for Harmony when compared to a lot of these other comparative blockchain technologies, right? So we see it's the second to smallest market cap next to Multivac. We love Multivac on this channel if you watch often. But second to Multivac, it's the second smallest market cap, second smallest transaction cost, and just a lot ahead of it, right? So a lot of these have a lot larger market caps, and they don't have a lot of the flexibility that Harmony and Multivac have. So definitely really, really interesting. I think, long-term, keep an eye out on this project. I think they have a lot of cool partnerships. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you found anything of value, we would really, really appreciate it if you dropped a like. And thank you so much. Let me know if there's any other projects you'd like me to cover, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.